Another day, another new Breath of the Wild screenshot. This one's about horses and a returning character. Well, you know the deal, let's roll on the analysis. So first off, I'll get the super obvious out of the way. This is the same building we saw during the Life in the Ruins trailer here. But this time we get a look at the other side of the building as well as a couple other cool things. Back when I did my analysis of the Life in the Ruins trailer, I theorised that the massive wooden horse head was some sort of effigy to a primitive society. Since horses are so important to their warfare, travel, agriculture and more, I thought this was a decent observation. But looking now, it seems the actual purpose of the building was a lot more simple. It's used to rent and buy horses. At the side of the structure here, there's a small sheltered stable complete with 3 horses, which are likely the ones up for rental or purchase at this time. This would make the giant wooden horse head a sign of some sort, a huge message to steedless travellers that they can saddle up here. It's pretty clear that this is the same horse shop we saw in the last trailer, judging by the same campfire location and by these mountains here, which match up perfectly. This would put it around here on the map, since we can actually get a good look at it from the Great Plateau if you squint hard enough. The level of detail in this screenshot is pretty impressive. There's a small assortment of tents, barrels, buckets and various other items such as a bundle of firewood and stacks of hay for the horses that make it look like a lived-in mini settlement. And there's also a strangely shaped stone in the background. Whether it's a strangely shaped ruin or something else can't be said for sure. The last important thing in this teaser screenshot is this guy, straining under the weight of an absolute monster of a rucksack. Does he look at all familiar to you? He should, because it's none other than BEEDLE, the travelling merchant found in quite a few Zelda games. We can tell this funny looking guy is BEEDLE for a few reasons. Aside from the massive bag, which is presumably stocked full of all sorts of items Link can buy, we can make out his trademark BEEDLE bowl cut, blue shorts with white designs, and large sandals here. But the most clever hint that this is our favourite Zelda salesman is the shape of his packs. They're actually shaped like a Japanese rhinoceros beetle, complete with a giant head thingy at the top of the pack. This matches the design on BEEDLE's shorts, his apparent love for beetles in Skyward Sword and in Wind Waker's figurine description, as well as, well, his name. BEEDLE is a character I've always liked, and to be honest, I don't really know why. He's appeared in quite a few games across the series, most recently in Skyward Sword, but it's his debut appearance in the Wind Waker that I find the most memorable, if only because of how much time I spent playing the game as a kid. BEEDLE is a travelling merchant, and in the 2003 game he's usually found circling islands on the Great Sea in his trademark shop ship. My favourite thing about BEEDLE is just how emotional he is about his job. Buying an item from him will result in a "Thank you!" And something that has entertained me far more than it should have is how his face drops when you leave, meaning you can play the BEEDLE game by moving back and forth. Poor guy. I'm really happy that this guy's returning in Breath of the Wild. He's a really fun character which will bring some much needed light to the dark themes of the game. As well as this, I think BEEDLE will travel the world by himself and can be met by the player on the roads in order to buy goods and supplies. It would make sense also if he could be found near important settlements like islands in the Wind Waker, and we do see him near this important looking horse shop, so maybe this is the case. So we have this famous returning character in the game. Could we see more in the future? We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. Cheers guys, and I'll see you next time.